a ball. Only
even in darkness, you still saw. Blame it on you tonight. I went down the road somehow. Lonely road to nowhere, nowhere. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my second video. If you guys still haven't seen the first one yet, I will leave the link to it in the description down below. But as for today's video, what we're gonna be doing is going over how much I basically spent for everything to get it up and going and all the effort I had to put into it. Let's get it. Alright guys, since I'm already here, I might as well start talking about it. For my mirror right here, I actually got this mirror at Hobby Lobby. This mirror costed me about 30 bucks. Hobby Lobby, I do recommend it if you're trying to find good things for a cheaper price. When I saw it, I knew I had this vision in my head. So as soon as I saw that mirror, I knew it was going to be useful for me. For this mirror back here, I always knew I wanted a long-standing mirror like that. I just didn't know where to look for it. And one day I decided to go to IKEA knowing I was going to get a couple things from there. I just needed to go browse. And sure enough, that mirror was there and I took it home that same day. This mirror actually costed me about $100, I think. Not too bad. It makes the aesthetic of the place look really nice and I know my clients like it a lot. But yeah, so as far as lighting, I really did not know what I was going to do. All I knew is I needed lighting because this room is dark without it and there's yellow lights on the ceiling and that does not help with cutting hair. So my homie Lewis actually came up with this idea of putting these surrounding lights around this mirror and it actually came out perfect. It illuminates the whole room the way it should. I can cut hair perfectly and it's not a problem. And it makes this small mirror look bigger than what it is. And looking at it from afar, it actually looks like this is the main thing. This is where the magic happens. Yeah. All right, so as far as what I use for my counter, it's actually a toolbox, but it makes sense because I have tools. And it's actually a Yukon toolbox. There's other brands that make it more expensive, but I went with the Yukon and I really like the way it looks. It's very aesthetically pleasing with this like wood trimming on top and it's very spacious at the bottom. I keep extra things like hair products, hairspray, pomades, gel, aftershave, anything you could think of. I have it down here, extra things. I put all my things on top, all my things in here. And yeah, it's one of the best looking toolboxes and very useful. And as far as how much this toolbox actually costs, it is a $300 toolbox. There are more expensive options, but like I said, I got a Yukon and it was not the cheapest, but still at a better price for the same thing. Basically, it is just the brand difference. It does the same thing as the other toolboxes, but yeah, like I said, it is a $300 toolbox and this was actually a gift from my mom. Shout out my mom, she's always been my day one supporter. So yeah. All right, now let's get into my TV and my sound systems. All right, so for my TV, I got this one at Best Buy. It was on sale the day I got it. I got it for a total of about $350 to $400. I got it with insurance on top. It's a 65-inch, really good picture quality, really good audio quality. And if you ask me, $350 for a 65-inch with insurance on top, it's not that bad. All right, let's talk about my speakers. Actually, my Wi-Fi box as well. Let's just get into that first. It's just standing out between the speakers. My Wi-Fi box is actually from T-Mobile. It's a total of $35 per month. Nothing too crazy. It does the job. As far as my speakers, these speakers were actually a gift from my homie Lewis. He had these sitting in his storage area and they were just catching dust. He basically told me that they were mine if I wanted them, and sure enough, they work amazing. So I already kind of knew what I was looking for when looking for my chair. I had a chair similar to this at my first barbershop. There was just a couple things that I didn't like. So when looking for my chair, I already knew what I was looking for. And this chair actually costed me about $700. It is my biggest purchase, but it was worth every dollar. So yeah, guys, this is the chair that I'm talking about. The one that I had at the barbershop actually had like a mirror finish to this black plating at the bottom, and I didn't like the way it looked when it got dirty. It didn't look the way it did the first day we got it. So I knew I wanted it in all black, and Amazon actually had it. Also, for this cushion part, the one I had at the barbershop, it was round and it was uncomfortable. So when looking for mine, I wanted it to be square. Sure enough, being picky, Amazon has everything. It's all black, very aesthetically pleasing, and like I said, worth every dollar. Alright, we're in the second room already. This is basically my waiting room. I'm not fully finished with it yet, and that's why I don't like to film much in here. And if I do, it's more out of an angle. I do have a couple things in here. I try to make it look as homey and nice as possible. So with whatever I got, we'll just go over it real quick. All right, let's get into the couch real quick. This was actually a gift from my in-laws. Before this couch, I had a couple foldable chairs. It looked very tacky. It looked like something was missing. So they were already getting new couches, and they asked me if I wanted the one they had. And I said, why not, you know? Fuck it. It'll fill the missing space that I had. It'll make it look a little homier, a little nicer. I added the blanket in the back. It was a gift from my mom. It makes the couch look a lot better. Also, talking about the couch, there's this big empty space right here in the back of it. I want to fill it with some wall art. If you guys are tapped in with anybody who does wall art, let me know in the comment section down below. I will be looking into it. All right, since we just finished talking about the couch, we might as well get into the fridge real quick. This fridge was actually a gift from my dad. He got it at Costco for about 250 bucks, I think. I let him know that I wanted a fridge in the studio, so he made it happen. It keeps my coffee creamer in there. It keeps water for the coffee, water to drink, couple sodas, juice packs. It's basically everything I need. I am a big coffee fan. I let my family know that I wanted a coffee maker here in the studio. I have the exact same one at home. It's a Keurig. I opened the studio around the same time as my birthday, so this was actually a gift from my little sister. Shout out my sister. And this, I think, costs about $100. I have a couple of wall art pieces. I found this one at Five Below, just the poster itself. The framing, I think I got it from IKEA, just the frame. As far as this wall piece, I found this one at Ross, believe it or not. As soon as I saw it, I took it home. I had it at home for a little while. I didn't know where to put it, where to hang it. So as soon as I opened the studio, I brought it with me. And for the final piece, I just have a couple snacks here stored. I have my coffee pods, I have candies, I have chips. I have this little chalk piece that just has my Instagram name. Might as well follow. I have my business cards, a couple of incense. But yeah, that's it for this room. Now that we're coming towards the end of the video, I feel like I pretty much went over everything I needed to go over. There were a couple things that I didn't, as far as like hair products, my tools. It's just extra things I feel like I didn't need to. But I know a couple things were gifts also. I will still be adding it to the total just because I want to give you guys a ballpark number, an idea of how much you guys might need to open up your own studio/shop. So here it is. That's basically how much I spent to get everything up and going. I thank you guys for watching the whole video to the end. If you guys still haven't watched the first video yet, I will leave the link to it in the description down below. But please like, please comment, please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.